Hi friends, I am here. This is Dave with Mass Germ and Odor Removal. I am here at a school. We are in the theater classroom and I am all vaccinated up and there's nobody else in the room, so I have my mask off. Wanted to throw a couple tips out for the professionals out there. We've been doing disinfection for 3-4 years. And prior to the pandemic, and so now there's a zillion people in it. Want to throw a couple tips out so you can use your equipment well and you can do as very good a job as possible, and so that you can also bid jobs correctly. First things first, you're going to have electrostatic equipment. I have a couple other sprayers here, but this is going to be your go-to. This is, of course, the Victory. Everyone, if you're in the business, recognizes this. This is the Victory backpack. They make a handheld as well. But this is what I use for the majority of all my work, and this is what you'll use for the majority of all your work. You're going to see there's a tri-jet, a tri-tip electrostatic sprayer that's flooded the market. Some are orange and black, some are green and white, just different colors. They are straight out of China. And the reason those are great is because of the tri-tip. It's a huge volume. Some of those tips are 40 micron, some are 60. Regardless, that is a lot of product that you're going to be flowing out. So use it well and judiciously. If you're using it in the hallway, you can check out some of my other videos. Use it in the hallway and we'll swing it. Just be walking back really fast. Not really, I mean fast for an applicator, right? But with this, if you can only get one, don't get the tri-jet. Get the single, get the Victory backpack. And it does have 3 tips, but I want to show you there's red, white, and green. The red is the 40 micron tip. That's your go-to. The white is the big, 120 maybe? It's a fan tip. I'm going to show you how we use that today. It'll make your jobs go faster. So this is actually a single tip. It's just that when you pull the trigger, it comes out. Use this extension wand. It comes with every Victory backpack. Use this wand because it just gets you a foot closer to the surface that you're treating. It just is what it is. If you're doing a classroom like this, a place for instruction, and there are stages, huge. They got like well, I'm not huge for a theater, but it's 5,000 or 6,000 square foot auditorium out there. They got lots of room, but in here it's intimate. There's a lot of equipment in here that you're going to want to be careful with. You got TVs and VCRs and laptops and all that kind of stuff. That is your 40 micron tip, your red one, okay? You're going to use that for all your detail. Now, if you're using great products, and if you're one of my folks, then we use really, really great products. They go on clean, and they're very, very pure, and they're just pH neutral. Part of the problem with a lot of the products that people are spraying, even the Germ Shield, even the 90-day or the 30-day Germ Shields that are available, not all are made equal. So check your pH level. You don't want it to be pH high. The Germ Shield we use primarily we have a couple that are fantastic, very, very low pH. Boeing has tested them because they don't want it to be corrosive, obviously, on metal parts. So the one that we're using in here is very, very neutral pH. It's fantastic. It goes on clean as a whistle, and we'll treat the TV. We'll treat laptops. So when we say to, hey, have your room prepped, all the things that get touched a lot are put out on desks. So the chairs are easy to get to. They're just under the table, but I can treat under the table. And then this is also used for math, and so the big graphing calculators, they're out and open so that we can treat those. I am not worried about it if I'm using the 40 micron tip, and that's the red one, and we're just applying fast. So that's when you see some of these companies that make claims. One company says 54,000 square foot of high touch point areas in a gallon. That's just a fallacious claim. It's actually not fallacious anymore because they changed it. Instead of saying 54,000 square feet, they said 54,000 square feet the high touch points. So when you're advertising your service, we advertise as a complete envelope. We do ceilings, walls, floors, we do everything. But if somebody does just high and medium touch points, and that's most of the outfits out there, they're going to do your door handles, your light switches. High touch points include the arms of chairs, but not the seat. I don't know why. And hopefully that has changed. But a while ago that was it. It also says anything 7 feet or down. You don't have to do the ceilings. You don't have to do the 8-foot walls or the 10-foot walls, above 7 feet, because people can't reach them usually, right? But the antimicrobial germ shield, this barrier that we're using, attracts pathogens. So of course you want to put it on your ceiling because it's going to attract things out of the air, micro droplets and little pathogens and all this kind of stuff that just float. They will get attracted by this positive nitrogen that's in the base of the structure, the nanotech that we're applying. And so do your ceilings, do your walls, do your floors, do it all. And know that your first application, you're going to use about triple the amount of product that you should. And so instead of getting 5,000 square feet, you're always hoping to get 5,000 to 10,000 square feet. And that just depends on how much surface area there is. So 10,000 square feet is like a gym, right? Where it's not a lot of surface area. But when I'm doing an initial application, especially in a classroom where there's surface area everywhere, there's chairs and books and desks and all that, I'm going to figure I'm going to get about 2,000 square feet per gallon, maybe up to 5. Depends on how fast we go. And you're going to see why. However, my follow-up application in 3 months, your follow-up application in 3 months, is going to be much quicker because you don't have to redo the ceiling. I mean, you're going to hit it a little bit, sure, but it's not a concentrated thing because once you've done the entire envelope, the ceiling is going to be essentially, our EPA rating is up to 90 days. And friction breaks down the product we use, these antimicrobials, right? And so I can't say anything other than up to 90 days, except the only enemy to the antimicrobial germ shields that we use, these barriers, are friction. If you want to get rid of it, do steel wool on your countertop. That's how you break this stuff down. So the ceiling also rated for up to 90 days, but friction is the only thing that breaks it down. Hear what I'm saying? Do a full application the first time. It's a better product for everybody. And it could be the life of the building. It helps to protect people. So that is the tip. So the tip on the tip. 40 micron for detail work, TVs, glass, all that kind of stuff, and then I'll show you what we do with the fan tip. So will you come along with me just for a moment, and let me get this on. Oh, that was terrible. Okay. So this is what you're used to seeing. You're going to have your 40 micron. Let me make sure it's pulled up. Yeah. So the 40 micron. Oh, you can tell which one's pulled up, right? You just you pull the trigger. See that one bubbling up? There it is. So, and this is going to be your normal application, right? So with chairs, you go under. Oh, and pros, keep a towel with you, especially if you're using a. Do you see how it's still spraying a little bit? We're over carpet, and that is awesome. It's great, but there's going to be some places where every time you stop, if you're doing a building that's made out of polished stone and chrome and glass, you're just going to stop like that. So I'm going to do the TV that's actually right above the camera. So let's say you've done your detail work, like here. Those are all glass. I don't want to mess them up. And you all know that when you're applying, it's this S curve up, right? And I use a lot more product than most people. But here is where the fan tip comes into play. If you have a high flow tip, now remember, double, triple the product, right? I mean, it's going to be a lot. But we've got ceilings to do, and we've got big walls, and we've got slump block, right? And so, and we can go from much further away. So we might be, but the air conditioning's running right now. And so it might be that you're essentially painting the ceiling. And then I got slump block walls, right? And the products we use, I'm really not worried about any sort of blowback on me because I know what we're using and it's clean and non-toxic. But that is all it takes. And just like that, half the building. Hi, I'm doing your room, but I'm also filming something.
Oh, cool.
You're going to be live.
Oh, that's exciting.
Actually, do you want to be live?
Sure, I don't care.
Hey, y'all, this is Olivia. And I'm double vaccinated. Olivia's double vaccinated. But because of the craziness, I'll do this just so that no one's uncomfortable.
I forgot. I was just walking outside, and so I didn't have mine on.
So, and we're both double vaccinated. She teaches here. And, hey.
Hi.
I haven't been in your classroom before.
Yeah, welcome to my
I saw you on the
classroom.
other side of the campus.
I know.
So, I'm here. You have to hold this.
Okay.
So, but don't point it at your name if you don't want it in a video, right?
Okay.
So, here's how we're using the fan. Oh, so back to, we're going to switch to a tiny tip, again, the 40 micron tip, and see how she's got calculators all laid out? We want to do really nice detail work. And so we're just doing that, and that's all it takes. And then what we'll do is we'll wait just a minute, and after, 2 or 3 minutes, we're in Arizona, what we're going to do is we're going to pull those apart, and we're going to flip them, and then we're going to keep treating them, just because that is a high-touch surface, right, for your classroom. You use it a lot. So, and then we're going to go back. So we did detail stuff. We would do her laptop, but she wasn't here. But people kind of freak out. They're like, oh my gosh, the laptop, really? Sure. And then, can I open your laptop?
Yeah, go for it.
So, I don't do anything like this for clients.
It's pretty stiff.
I've been here a lot, right? Like, so this has been a school that we've done almost 6 months.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty familiar with everybody. So, and we're on a low tip, and that's it. That's all it takes. And so now that she's got now it's active, remember we're doing that and makes a little mess. So that's the deal with sprayers. You just got to take care of, and that's why I was saying just kind of carry your towel around. And Victory is one of the best. It's not the best at that, but it's the most entry level for most people. So that's why I'm using this one today, just to demonstrate it. If you're using Ryobi's new line, you got to keep your towel because they have huge tip sizes. It's gonna. Anyways, you use a towel. If you're using an ESS, those are really nice if you can get them. So, and then we're gonna switch over to the fan tip, remember? And so theoretically, we'd be doing all this really fast. And so if our fan tip is on, and we've done our detail work, and because it's a high volume, it's letting out triple the amount of product. It goes a long way, and by a long way I mean distance-wise, and we're just talking shooting out there. And that's it. And so you're going to treat a classroom, and you want all this fall down. You want all of that drip, all the rain coming down. And then this is the only part of the seal that we missed before. If we come back through, and then what you're going to do at the very, very end, you're going to go back to your 40 micron tip. Of course, we got to pick up those calculators. And you're just going to do all the outside door handles. And that is how you treat a room. Seriously, this classroom is small, but we could probably do it if we were really rolling fast. We could probably do this classroom in about 2 minutes.
Absent of the calculators?
Yeah, except for the calculators, right? We'd have to flip those over. But if this is just classroom, we could get this done 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and we would just roll out. If you're doing something really fast, and you always have to do a thorough job, you're going to use more product than normal. And at $200 a gallon, that's a bummer, but you know what? Your time is worth it. If you can do this classroom in 30 minutes or in 3 minutes and use extra product, just get it done in 3 minutes. Huh. Cool. Olivia, thanks for being here. Thanks for letting me film in your classroom.
Yeah, thanks for spraying down all of my calculators so that I can have kids use them without being stressed about it.
All their fingers.
I know.
Come on, wipe your fingers quick.
Right?
So yeah, and if we can help you out, if you have a business, if you're starting a business, or if you've been tasked with disinfection, then give me a call. My 800 number's on the website. It is 800-770-2171, or, well, that's probably the best one, 800-770-2171, or go to mastergermanodoremoval.com. We would love to help you out. If you're going to be doing it, do it right, do it well, and we can help you get great results. This is Dave with Olivia the teacher, and we'll see you next time.